Then you notice after the things is happening, that's why it's reactive, right? Then in the level 2, we're talking about the integrated. We have all of this information, some tools, some equipment or software to monitor all of that in a single platform, right? Integrate all of this information in order for you to notice some small change before it's going to happen. Something is going to happen, then you can react right in time, right? And once you have all of this information, you can go to the next level where you make use of those information to analyze it, right? After you have everything, you can see the trend, you can do the forecast, you can do the capacity planning, right? And then after you have these analytics, you can go to the next level where you make real benefit to your organization. For example, if I want to reduce my energy cost, the simple way is to raise up the set point of the aircon, right? Every 1 degrees of the aircon set point is you save your energy cost like 4% and above, right? And most of the time the company don't do that because they don't know the impact. If you can have every information to analytics, do the what-if analysis, meaning that if you do this, what will happen? Then you can ensure that what is the best, what you need to do. Then you do the optimize or manual changing the infrastructure, change the aircon set point, change all of others in your data centers, right? This is manual way after you see the result of the analytics. Then in the top one, the level 5, we're talking about the self-optimized autonomy. It's similar like a self-driving car or the autopilot button, whereas actually you don't need to do manual anymore. It's all automatic AI, right? This is our 5 maturity model that research from the 451 group events. And here is the market penetration. Don't worry if your company are in the level 1 or level 2. Many are like that, right? 95, 80% are in this level. But what you need to know is, if you go higher in the level of the management maturity, you get better efficiency, lower cost, easier to operate, and with high efficiency. Right? This is in the theory. Let's take you deeper in terms of the technologies behind. All right. And here, if you're talking about the offering, first, the simple equipment or the solution for you to do the integrated monitoring is the centralized monitoring, right? Schneider also have that product. We call this I logo, this Datacenter expert, to integrate all of the information of your infrastructure to let you notice the small change before things really happen, right? And if you don't want to manage this by yourself, or you don't have a very big IT team, we also have the same one with cloud-based solution called Structural. We gather all of information in the cloud-based, analyze it for you, and if any of the equipment is going to have a problem, we notice first. If you have contract with the vendor, we can immediately share that before something is really happening, right? When you get all of this information, you go to another layer, which is analyzing, right? We have the tools called the Datacenter expert. Look like a jigsaw puzzle logo. And here, you do the simulation, you do the capacity planning, you do what-if analysis, you do inventory. Where are your equipment? What is the capacity of this data center right now? How long is last for this power supply? When you need to expand the capacity, you can plan properly, right? And then in the top level, remember the autopilot button? We have the cooling optimized, where it's automated control your cooling equipment all the way. Why is the need to automate it? Because IT is dynamic, right? It's always changed. The load in IT, if you use a lot in the front end, if you do the batch processing, it will go up. Because you use the high level of processing, it draws more power, and it's no heat and all others, right? Okay, here is the technologies today. Many companies have that. This happened that as a Schneider, we are focused in data center. We have all of this to support you. All right. Okay, and let I go bring you further in each of the solution. All Alright, and here I have a short video clip to share what is the data center expert.
Happiness with Data Center Expert. Data Center Expert, centralized monitoring of multi-vendor physical infrastructure, power, cooling, security, and environment. Data Center Experts provide instant fault notification of critical infrastructure events. With Data Center Expert.
What do you think? This is better to use to have this kind of solution to help you instead of the manual tasks, you go like automated, fault alarm and alert, right? Why not now, right? You can just ask our Schneider-Electric, right? And here is what the data center expert does, is the integrated monitoring of all of this critical infrastructure, including your power, your PSPDU, your rack access, your environmental, and your everything considered that infrastructure, right? There is centralized management. They monitor it in real time. They give you an alert and fault notification in order for you to notice some small change before anything happens in the data center. And it's monitored multi-vendor, not only Schneider products, right? And they also give this information out to the next layer, which is data center operation, or to other systems. Right? And of course, if you don't want to monitor it by yourself, we have cloud offering structure on. Alright. Let's go quick to another layer. After you get all this information, what will be benefit to you? Right? For example, you have the data center in Manila. You can have a quick glance of information. What is your capacity currently? Power, cooling, rack space, network core. What is further in each data center, right? And if you have any other data center in other city, Cebu, in other Davao, you can see all of this in real time, in single console, online, every time, everywhere, in every authorized person, right? And from this, you can also drill down. You see the red flag. You want to see what happened in my data center in Manila. You just drill down. It gives you a detail in the floor layout, in even rack layout. Where is inside the rack? What is area of each category of the power and cooling, rack space? If you want to know that if I have a new project, I need to input the new server in a new rack in the data center. Where is the best place? This one can recommend it, right? And all this information, if you see in 2D, and you may not really understand well enough, the system gives you automatically the 3D view, right? Then you can see more details, right? And this, after you collect that information from the layer of the connected device, get all of infrastructure information, environment information. This can give you these visibilities. The temperature map, right? You may see, right, in the top one is cold, and some server in the lower part is very red, it's very hot, right? If you use the classical way of the measurement, where you put the thermometer in the wall, in the top, it might say to you that, okay, your room is still good, right? But actually, something is really happening. Some server is going to down, right? The red one, right? And not only that, once you monitor the aircon and all others, you can get this visibility. It's the airflow. You know exactly where the air is flowing. The color code tells you the speed of the air. In this time, if you change the aircon set point, or even you change the perforated tiles, or add new racks in, what will happen? What is going to change? Right? This is very benefit to your organization. All right. Let's go to the most of the advanced technology, the automated one, the autopilot, if you may remember. We call this cooling optimized. Let's understand this. This is quite technical, but I'm sure that all of you may understand this well. Please consider the top of the graph first. Usually you have IT load, which is go up and down. In each time depends on the user load, right? Depends on each area, right? If it's a month end, you may have the peak load, right? And then in the top chart, you get the cooling may not enough because the cooling output is not enough for the IT load. Then in the top graph, maybe that the room is go too hot, right? If the heat is accumulated, it's maybe potential some of your server may go down, right? Most of the data center is like the bottom chart, right? Where you have the IT load go up and down, and you make it cold. Ensure that it's too cold. Actually, too hot or too cold is not good. Too hot, you raise. Too cold doesn't mean it's good for your IT equipment. But in what you impact is you pay a lot for your energy cost for air consumption, right? If you see this chart and you want to change, you go to the data center consultant, any company. They will help you lower the cooling output to match with your peak load, right? That is typically. But this solution, cooling optimized, this can allow you to do this. It can share the cooling output to match with your IT load in real time. How we can do this? We have the sensor measure, right? We know exactly where it's hot, where it's cold, right? We go to the simulation where we write that in the graphical way. You see the temperature map, right? And then at least you know where it's too cold, where it's too hot. And you also know that this is too cold. The airflow or the aircon is come from which aircon, right? Then once you know this, you give this information to the AI engine to think for you. How can I change? What should I change? Right? And this AI information send the command to command the cooling unit. And this can command any cooling unit, any brand. After that, you have optimized environment, right? Just right for your equipment. Anything change again is go to this loop. And with this methodology, you get this result. If you have hotspot, the potential that the server may go down is will dramatically reduce the hotspot. Or if you are overcooling and spend a lot of the energy cost, then you will reduce a lot of the cooling capacities. Many of customers, this is not new. Many of customers have this. My latest customer, they get immediately 38% saving from the aircon power. Just enable this, right? All right. Okay. Here is the most of technology I would like to share to you today. You may think that this is new. Maybe I'm okay. I'm still managed in my way and it's work. Why I need to try a new thing? And this is maybe too new for you. Let me give some code for the day. Let's say a code of the day for today, right? I get this code from the greatest management guy in the world, all right? Maybe you might know this guy. No need to introduce, right? Then he's saying that we cannot move forward. if we allow the past to pull us back. And then my last line, if you think about data center, please thinking of Schneider-Electric. Thank you very much.